Analytics Cloud business users because this business users role in SAP Analytics Cloud is also a little bit crucial rather than every time technical people are doing because when it comes to the planning they have to be aware of how to do the planning and how to publish the versions and they can do the some kind of see the role something like power business users especially in this SAP Analytics Cloud and Data Sphere. These roles are a little bit important. So the business users also gets trained in the SAP Analytics Cloud area. And main thing is people who are coming from the SAP BW background or else SAP BO background or else BPC background. They can also must learn. I can say earlier it is some kind of upskilling when I am preparing this slide. But nowadays it is a job market only. If you have additional technologies along with your BW for HANA, you should have SAP Analytics Cloud and DataSphere. Of course, I'm assuming SAP HANA is also as part of your resume. So your role is becoming a little bit wider and wider. And also currently in my project, the guy who is doing SAP Analytics Cloud is also expected to have some kind of embedded analytics of S4HANA because in SAP Analytics Cloud, we are going to consume the serious views of S4HANA. Of course, you have the above developer, but you should be aware what is that view and some kind of editing, small editing, you should be aware. So when it is specific to this SAP Analytics Cloud in this training, it is very much useful for the BW consultant, BW for HANA consultants. And also, I recently added this one. Earlier, we used to have the static reports, less interactions, but now people are more there towards the custom applications because they want to have a different kind of interactions, different kind of buttons rather than the standard buttons and their functionality and visualizations. In this try, you should be aware of how to do the custom application. So people no more calling it as a reports; they are calling it as a stories. 1 year back, now they are calling it as an applications. They are calling because it is ultimately an report only or else a story only. But which when it have more and more interaction features, it becomes like an applications, means kind of buttons and widgets. Everything is customizable if you do through applications. In this training, I am going to take deep dive into these application developments. Even if you don't know anything about little bit Java, I can take right from the beginning of the scratch. And the job trends, the booming phase was 2020 to 20 second. From there onwards, it was very much high and nowadays it is 100% it is very much required for all the consultants. Historically, if you see the trend of SAP Analytics Cloud, 2020 to 21 is very early stage. 20 to 23 because here lots of issues are there when they release it for the open market. Many kind of things SAP got learned as a lessons and they do the corrections. But 24 to 25 it becomes like a more matured product and reliable. So that is why peer clients is also more interested to implement this one. As of now, in my current project also, we are doing an implementation for the client where they can develop end-to-end solutions for their planning in SAC, as well as they have the BW for HANA. They want to migrate to most of the crucial reports into the data sphere as well. And two parallel things I am working. The trend is already on. And why? Because these are all very much popular nowadays because it's a cloud applications and cloud application, any application on cloud has its own advantages. We are going to understand in the next slide. And SAP, as I told you earlier, it is tightly integrated with S4 HANA and DataSphere, this SAP Analytics Cloud. and this planning features, predictive analysis. Some of the predictive analytics are features also something like compass and all those things are introduced just recently. My training is up to date, and we are going to learn all those things. And so from this training, of course, some points I didn't update it, but I will update. Mainly, we will spend business intelligence, how to build the use the data wrangling operations, stories, widgets, hierarchies, and all those things, styling features, formats, and all. Planning is mainly for planning models, how to create the planning models and forecasting, allocations, and distributions, and script-based data actions, how to copy the data from one model to the another model in planning scenarios, and versioning and currency conversions, and manual planning. What is this manual planning? This is what I told about the business users. They can do some kind of planning. So all those things we are going to learn. And predictive scenarios like smart insights, smart grouping. These are time series, regressions. These also we are going to learn. And the analytic designer. It involves the serious scripting, but it is not end-to-end Java, but you should have some kind of Java methods and using those things, how you can enable custom drop-downs and how to enable the planning features in the custom applications and some kind of widgets and global variables. Everything we are going to learn, and you don't need to fear about the coding too much. I will introduce you what are all necessary. From there, you can wave your knowledge into your own client requirements. But I'm 100% assure you that you will be confident that you can work on any analytical designer requirements also in the SAP Analytics Cloud. When it comes to this SAP Analytics Cloud, it's like a all-rounder BA application. It has the features like SAP Lumira. I don't know how many of you are aware of this technology. Lumira is also very much some kind of interactive, more visualizing report. I think people who have worked on business objects are aware of this tool, and also worked on BW for HANA also maybe 4 years back. It was very good tool. Later, the popularity becomes reduced, and it got replaced by the SAP Analytics Cloud. And nowadays, all the clients they're using SAP Analytics Cloud as their reporting application and predictive scenarios and planning scenarios you can able to do in a single BA application. That's why SAP Analytics Cloud is a unified BI where you can do like a BW lightweight data modeling, data reporting. You can do the predictive and planning like BPC. Hmm? So that's why it's very much interesting application SAP Analytics Cloud. And SAP Analytics Cloud has competitors like Power BI, Tableau, and all those things. But it has its edge in the market. First thing, it is a SAP. They have the more market in existing clients. They can sell their product easily. And another one is the planning features. As of now, in the cloud-based applications which have the reporting capabilities like Tableau and Power BI doesn't have the planning features. But now SAP Analytics Cloud has the planning features. And these cloud-based tools are very simple, affordable. That means responsibilities. I mean software updates. Everything. Most of the things are available on the fly, and they are scalable. And that means when you have an on-premise solution, if you have some kind of upgrades, you will have the outage, system locking, and all those things. Those are not there in cloud-based applications. And also, Data centers, you have to maintain in your premise and you have to purchase some rental database from Google or somewhere. That means in any disaster, it will you have to be secure. Like I think you are all working in some MNCs, you will have the BCP plan, business continuity plan. But the cloud-based applications, you don't need to worry. Anywhere it will be available, and it is more secure. And you can access these things without any kind of VPNs and all those things. Uh, so you can work from anywhere, and it is you can install either in your closed VPN client network, or else you can install in your SAP provide their HTTPS open cloud platform where you can install your client means you can purchase. And the more thing is it is affordable because it is a subscription based, and the you will pay what you have used. That means sometimes the number of users might be high and low. Not only users, sometimes you will have less memory and high memory, and it will be charged for that period only for those consumed resources only. So this is something very interesting. And also you don't have any kind of loss or any kind of some kind of depreciation when you completely discard this technology. Mm. And we can have some kind of creation of data sets and building data story. We'll see that one. And we will see some kind of data wrangling and planning. And this is a modeling features. We will see these things in regular class. And creating this SAP Analytics Cloud, uh, you don't need any kind of on-premise closed server. It is available directly free in the SAP business experience. All you need to have a simple Gmail account. You can create this kind of SAP Analytics Cloud user experience for free, and you can also should create all those things from tomorrow onwards when you join this session for the regular one. How to create this one? You don't need to worry too much. SAP experience, experience, SAC, sorry, SAC experience account. Experience the SAP Analytics Cloud. You can go for try now, and you need to provide your email ID. That's it. Your email ID will be provided with user ID and password. It has almost 80 percentage equivalent to your licensed SAP Analytics Cloud in your job. Uh, so you can practice almost all those features. Why I can say 80%? Some features like administration and performance measurement tools are not available, but it is not very much a showstopper. Okay, but you can apply for the jobs even if you try 100% on this experience account. It will be available for free. Right. Mm, right. In this SAP Analytics Cloud interaction homepage, where you can see everything will be stored in files. Here, stories you can build, and this is what custom application, analytic applications you can create. And also, SAP, they don't need to create analytic applications as separate ones. The stories with the optimized mode will automatically available for the custom applications. You can go for a data analyzer. We'll see digital bedroom data sets and the modeler, data actions, and predictive scenarios and multi actions, calendar connections, and measurement tools. We will learn all those things, and the duration of this training course would be around 35 hours. Sometimes it may finish in 30 hours, or sometimes it may go for 35 hours. It depends on how well our regular sessions are happening. Some user asks for more sessions, it may extend. Sometimes they don't. Okay, that is what the duration. Yeah, let's load something into this data sphere. Sorry, analytics cloud. To load the data into the the analytics cloud, you will have the modeler data sets, and along with inside the model, you will have the public dimension. Only these three objects where you can import the data into the SAP Analytics Cloud. Other things, something like live connections, where BW for HANA, where you can directly read the queries. You do very less features. When you have a live model, you will have less features to control in SAP Analytics Cloud. Live models will be mostly useful when you have SAP Analytics Cloud only for reporting purpose. But when you have a planning features to be implement, you must go for some kind of import models only, not the live models. And also public dimensions. I think is any I can see some people. Are you aware of BW? Anyone? BW. I can see some people. Can you please respond?
Yes, I'm from
Yes.
PW background.
Yeah. Okay. What about others? Hmm? Hello. Hello in mute. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah, dimensions are like your master data objects where you can import the data and reuse those info objects as we do in other models. Uh, Similarly, you can do in our SAP Analytics Cloud as well. Hmm, right. So let's do a simple practice. Here, when you create a model, okay, it will give you two options. So model is for transactional data, and public dimensions is for master data. And also, you don't need to create every time public dimensions separately. And inside your model also, you can add the uh, dimensions. And those dimensions, whenever you want, if you have the dimensions in the model directly, you can convert them into the public whenever you want. Okay, it is very much easy. And you will have simple star schema structure, just a dimension and a facts data. And today, let's load a simple data. I don't want to take you to the model. It may take a little bit more time. Go to the data sets. Data sets are very much some kind of raw data, like two-dimensional structures, where readily data is available without building any objects in your SAP Analytics Cloud. But data sets are for granular reporting, and it is not for the planning. But if you have some data and quickly want to analyze in the SAP Analytics Cloud, go for the data sets. Okay. So these data sets you can read it either from the data source or from the local computer. Okay? I would like to read it from the data source. If you see the data sources, these are all the possibilities of the data sources you can read. For this demo system, it can read from the your Google Drive also. Here you can integrate your Google account. Okay, create a new connection, and you can connect to your SAP Gmail, and then that Gmail is available. For example, it will ask for the permission. Okay, if you give continue, Okay, so it will give some kind of connection name, something like this. Create. Right. So if you go to this connection directly, you can read all the folders inside your drive. For example, SAC files. Okay, you can see uh, some data. Mm, I can see there are so many things. Yeah, you can see the flights. Okay, and that is reading the file. Now you can give the name. I will follow the date. It's a data set, flights, and source. So some kind of namings you should follow. And this is a Google Drive source. I'm giving the this is the flights, and it is a data set. Okay, and whether it is a master data or transaction data, you must represent with some kind of a characteristic. Okay, uh, this is what I follow, but the different clients will have different kind of naming conventions. Okay, and here you can create your own folder, or else you can use the existing folders as well. I would like to create my own folder, my SSC Word. This is my folder name. Let's create. So inside this folder, I want to keep all my data sets in one folder. Data sets. That's yeah. So this is the data. Primarily, it is showing. So something like it is a carrier ID, connection ID, and country from, city from, and export from. And this details page you can when you press the details, you will have the overview of this one. Data sets are mainly two-dimensional structures. Just like a table, it will be represented. But you can apply some kind of a transformation. Let's understand this data first. Otherwise, you cannot do. And another one, country to, city to, and airport to, and what is it? So basically, it is having one destination to another destination, how much distance, and what is their airport locations, latitude from location, and longitude to location. Okay. So on top of this one, you can apply some kind of calculations, whatever you want. So for example, I some distances are in kilometers and some distance are in miles. I want everything to be converted into a single unit so that my KPIs can be created easily. So you can have the options like custom expression editors, where you can modify the existing data as well as you can create new columns, calculated columns. For example, if you start with square brackets, it will show all the existing columns. The existing column values also you can edit. Similarly, if you give same name, the same column value gets accessible.